Alright, we are back today looking at some more stuff for the Sudan War project. A couple of units I painted up actually earlier in the winter, but the weather today was actually pretty decent for varnishing, so I was out varnishing out in the backyard. So I figured I'd just make a video as long as I had them out of storage and ready to go. So this here in front of the camera is some Camel Corps. This of course is from Perry Miniatures, the metal. 2 sets. Of course, the dismounted Camel Corps, and they do make mounted Camel Corps on camels. Again, some very nice sculpts from Perry. Yeah, Sergeant here. I really like these units. Everyone's, at least at this stage of the war I'm painting, sort of mid-war, everyone was more or less wearing tan or sand colors, so I like this blue uniform. It's a nice little change of pace. A little bit proud of myself. I did make up this paint scheme myself. Usually I kind of like to follow, at least somewhat follow, a paint scheme I find online, but the Sudan War is not super popular, it turns out, online, so it can be difficult to find paint guides online, especially for some of these more niche units. So I made up this one myself. I like this blue-gray uniform I came up with. I did see online there was some debate if they all wore these blue putties, but I decided to go with it because I think it had a nice little pop on the table when they got the blue putties on. Then we have an officer here. So this is a command pack, and then just one of the regular troop packs. This may be a skirmishing pack, some of these ones here with the rifles raised. Another officer here. I really like this one. This is another great example of Perry's sculpting ability and quality. Like you see here, his revolver he has a break action revolver. It's actually broken open. It's a really nice touch they do there. Something you wouldn't really be able to do or easily do in plastic. That'd be a really easy break point in plastic. So I think that's a really nice touch they do here. And you get some nice detail at the sun guard on his neck there in the back. So it's another nice touch. And another bugler here with their Martini Henrys. And we get the nice detail there with the cartridges on the bandoliers around their chests. So yeah, overall very nice unit, as expected from Perry's, and all their Sudan stuff have painted has been really nice. Definitely would like to get some camels on the table. They'll be further down the line. I don't like painting horses. I don't know how I will like painting camels, and those take up extra room in storage. So we'll get to them eventually, but for now, and they do sell more dismounted Camel Corps packs, I'm pretty sure, so I may get more of those as well. But yeah, overall thoughts, great pack. If you're doing Sudan War, you're going to have Camel Corps eventually, so great pickup. So I got one more unit to show off, so let me clear off the table, and we will go get those now. Alright, we are back. And apologies if there's any lawnmower noise in the background. It's definitely that time of year in the spring. Everyone's out lawn mowing. Anyways, here in front of the camera we have 5 Bazingers. I think that's how it's pronounced, based on my research. It's an Arabic-derived word, Bazingers or Bazingers. This is a Sudanese unit. So the Bazingers, they are an irregular unit during the Sudan War. So basically, they could be anything from militia units to mercenaries, even slave soldiers that were owned by local warlords who sold their services. So nice irregular unit here. I tried to make them look irregular, not like professional soldiers, so I tried to mix their uniforms. Like this one has mismatching, shirt and pants. And we have one here in sort of a tan or sand colored long shirt with the white belt. They are all armed with Remington rolling blocks. Yeah. So yeah, really nice unit. Something a little different to reinforce the British. I don't do dark skin very often. I think this turned out pretty well. You don't want to, when you're doing dark skin, you don't want to venture into caricature territory. But I think this recipe I got down was pretty successful. I did try to do a little variation in their skin tone. So some lighter, some darker. So I think that turned out pretty successful. So yes, there's 2 more units for the British in Sudan done. There's definitely more on the table I'm working on. Now that it's springtime, it's prime weather for priming. So we gotta get as much done as possible here before winter. So yeah, that is it for the Sudan update. Also more projects in the works, some old projects and some new projects. So hopefully should have some more videos out soon in the near future. So that is it from me, and I will see everyone soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.